Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things. Make him throw into what you call...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long. Jones buying time to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Jones to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now Ross to return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Penny. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Running left, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. To throw is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. On play action, it's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
5 yards remain on second down. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. On second down now, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on third down. Jones escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30.
I'm going to show you, man.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 87 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Off the play fake. Jones out to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
29 is Mike 29.
Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down. And
blitz coming, and down he goes. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for two. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 69 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Easy.
Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
And got his man complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going up top for Miller. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. 76 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And now here's Ross. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 27, Jones. Flushed out right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Shot. Here we go. 56, the mark. 56, the mark.
Back to throw. Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Eluding the pressure right.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Jones now on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And Gary Brightwell, his intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now Jones on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. In for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. It'll be a minimum pickup, but it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Making it happen, Captain. Making it happen.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way down to the 39. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Mike 29. It's been a long day for you. Hey, 66. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is complete to Hawkins. Well, he is out of bounds Jones, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Second and 10. Jones, he's going to go up top again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a win that's been a long time coming as they finally win one after 9 straight losses. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.